Kanan gano'n, sabi nila, ang certified doon, labels, hindi talaga doon. That's happened. So, tama ka. Pero sa simula naman, totoo rin naman sa simula, ang mga tao naman, hindi pa hingin ng certificate. Ang tawag nila, technical term, natutunan ko sa DEA, traceability. Pati trace mo saan galing at saan dumaan. So, may participation, ano nga naman, moral confidence. Hindi naman kailangan ng absolute scientific. At si Mark, hindi yan magpepento sa akin ng hindi. Yan, parang gano'n nagsisimula. Ang ano lang is pag lumaki na at may long distance at hindi na magkakakilala, then you need this whole certification process. Pero yeah, I don't know, people know that there's supposed to be, I don't know, couple of million pesos available. Hindi ko lang alam kung maybe you can give a feedback. Mabusisi ba yung application? Meron na ba talagang naka-avail na when small farmers want their farm certified, the government is supposed to offer subsidy. So ibabayad doon sa certifier, pero para sa mga small producers na gusto magpa-certify. Sa ngayon, OCCP lang at NICERT ang registered na certifying body sa Philippines. But there are many na international, EcoCert, yung mga ibang narating. Hindi, FDA kasi is in general for food. USDA. Sa Koreas rin kung minsan ibang certificate kasi country specific like yung Koreas na gustong bumili rito ng organic, papadala yung kanilang certifying body ng Korea. That is for their market.
There's a danger na po kasi doon. Ito, opinion ko lang. Kasi, kunwari yun nga yung sinasabi natin na government should help with the certification. Tapos we raise the hopes of farmers. When we say na, dapat kasi magpa-certify ka. Pagka ginawa na po certified na siya lahat. And then, wala siyang market na identify. So, again, i-blame na naman yung gobyerno. Sabi nyo, pag-certified ako, para bang magic yan na. So, yun lang yung nagkaalangan ng po ko doon na yung danger. Tapos, sa amin naman po kasi, going back kanina, I wanted to say something when you said about the kind of help na pwede ibigay. Kami po kasi from the start, DOST po yung tumulong. Kasi dahil yung asawa ko po, naging, nagano siya sa mga research ng mga ng DOST. So he became known, and then may invention din siya na yung parang start up na something, gano'n. But dito sa Herbalex Laboratories, iba po yung invention, iba tong business. Kasi hindi naman po nabigay yung DOST ng pera sa amin kung hindi nakita na we had something going. Hindi to na para bang susulat-sulat ka na napakagandang project para funding, i-fund niyo ako. Yun lang ang ma-appreciate ko po sa DOST. Napakahirap kumuha ng funds, pero yung due diligence mo as a business person, yung assignment mo, homework mo, gawin mo muna, and help will come. At ang daming, nakatatlong utang na po kami sa DOST. Utang bayad. Bali, libre po yung interest mo, 5 years to pay. Napakalaking ginawa yung And then, yun right now, we are at the level na po na we have the international certification only because when I was listening sa mga kwento ninyo, sa amin, yung like the market found you and then all those things. Sa amin naman kasi, we wanted to provide an alternative livelihood, but we started with a herbal supplement na napakahirap ipatanim sa farmer, which was Ganoderma lucidum. Very, very technical. Yung mushroom po na gano'n. Kasi sa traditional Chinese medicine, it's the #1 herb. Si Philip before, my husband, he started out na pilay-pilay yan. He was only 35, may gout, high cholesterol. So, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde siya, gano'n. Scientist mad scientist. And so, yun, maganda yung formulas. Kaya lang, sabi ko nga sa kanya, mamamarket natin to, very effective and all. But yung objective of being in business, na dapat isama itong small farmers, how can we do that? It's so technical, ikaw nga na scientist ka, na hirap ka, how much more the small farmer. So, hindi ko rin alam, he-research pala on herself. So, may gumagawa-gawa siya. And then, dahil ako po yung in charge sa marketing niya, pasali po sa kami sa IFEX. Tapos nanalo yung, imagine ko, bulaklak, nanalo. Hindi ako naman parang sign from heaven. Bakit nanalo? Yun yung malaking katanungan, bakit siya nanalo? And then when we started to commercially really use it, ayun na yung problema. We did not have a choice but to go organic because Petrocell, if you really want to do a big thing, it's very susceptible sa millibugs and all the bugs that I haven't seen before in my life. Lumaki naman ako sa farm, pero hindi ko nakita yung mga sari-saring kulay ng bugs. And so it was actually a French guy from Davao who helped us with the natural farming. And then, grabe yung ginawa sa farm talaga. In 3 years na talagang binago po namin yung environment. Simula talaga doon. And kahit tayo na human being, no, when you're in the farm, maramdaman mo yung pagkakaiba. Yung noon na napakainit na parang yung amoy iba, tapos yung na-restore sa natural na setting, what a farm should be. Wala na yung mga plastic na mulch, yung mga sabi yung dagami, yung rice straw, yung cover para walang grass, etc. Pero grabing paghihirap. Talagang, I can tell you. My God. So, to go organic. And then, ang maganda pa po na nangyari, again, sabi nga ni Sir Rico, na when you share na with other people, then imbes na isang mind lang yung gumagana, maraming tumutulong na para ma-improve. Kasi yun yung kailangan natin we need more people to improve on what we've already done. Hindi na yung mas maraming tao na pabagsakin like yung nakalikopo. We need to improve. So, ang ginawa din sa organic, na yung meron po kami yung parang mixture na sinispray. Oo, na parang enzyme. Nung nagpatanim na po kami sa area, I don't know if you're familiar with Negros, but there's an area na yung Calatrava, Tuboso, na talagang sobrang depressed yun bundok-bundok na. Yung pangina, may tubo pa rin yung tinatanim, mamuhulog na yung traktora, tubo pa rin. Can you imagine the poverty, no, that's in these areas. So, sabi ko, unahin natin yung ganon na mga area. So, Tuboso, yung piso na lang langit na organic can you get. Kahit wala kang third party or whatever certification, klarong-klarong organic na yun So, ang challenge na doon yung logistics. To reach the place, to harvest, but doon naman po sa place ng Tuboso, napaka-abundant na avocado. So, yung tinitimpla-timpla, and yung fish, yung hinahaluan ng trash fish Oo. So, napakadami sa area na yun, and it's very cheap for them. So, sabi nung farmer na partner namin, he improved on that. Sabi niya, ito yung binigay ni Philip, why don't I do this? Kasi marami dun sa area. And grabe, times 3 yung yield niya for to sell. So then we have to change the protocol na, hey, this is a much better organic protocol. So we changed the manuals again. And it was easy na po when EcoCert came. Kasi parang naka-ready na rin kami. Kasi masipag scientist na ako, masipag siya sulat-sulat. And my task was, dahil sugal ko yung EcoCert, I have to admit that. Kasi it's very expensive. And ang government, hindi naman po namin alam na may support pala. And wala na parang kung hindi mo na ito todo to, nandito na tayo. So, sinugal. And then I also had to be more aggressive sa marketing. Kasi yung EcoCert, tatlo na po yung areas, US and USDA, US, Europe, and Japan. So mabuti na lang, nalaman ko itong DA Angas na nakasama kami na hindi masyadong mabigat sa bulsa. So, nakatulong din po. And then, nung pagkapanalo po namin dun sa IFEX, isinama po kami ng Saiten na ma-interview kami ng Japanese. At the time, may AJC pa, ASEAN Japan, something, as a AJC. Oo. So, they were going to choose 3 companies from the Philippines as a subsidize sa Japan. This was last year. So, because nanalo yung produkto, in-interview, out of the 25, isa po kami sa napili. So, yun po. Kung hindi rin talaga na yun yung naswerte na natulungan, napakahirap ng marketing at napakasakit sa bulsa.
Curious lang ako, anong product ng Rosel? Capsule?
Marami pong products from Rosel. May jam,
may jam na.
may capsule, may snacks, may juice.
Alam niyo yung Rosel? Pareho pamilya ng Gumamela. Pero sa mga Aita, ang tawag nila ay alas 12. May maliit, may medium, may malaki.
Yes,
Ano medium? Malaki, medium, maliit.
Iba-iba po. Kung, depende sa produkto na gusto kong gawin. Depende yung
Tapos nung 6 months.
Saka po pati sa child labor, can you imagine, hindi mo kasi maiwasan, even if you're gonna say na dapat ban yung mga bata na magtrabaho. How can a child not help the family? Hindi ko makita niyo yung tubo.
Grabe ito.
Yung leaves pa lang, grabe yung gasgas mo nun. And yung backbreaking yun, ilang tonelada yung isang cane. So with Rosel, hindi ko naman sinasabi pinopromote ko yung child labor, but kung hindi maiwasan na tumulong ng mga bata, parang nagpipitas lang ng bilangga.
Hindi naman ang child labor naman oppose sa yung worst forms of labor. Posible naman sa ating hindi tutuloy yung bata. Pero yung na sa field, dangerous, ganyan. Iba naman yung tutulong sa pamilya, lalo na sabi mo, hindi naman ganun ka-difficult. Kasi kaya ko alam, yung NGO namin, we work in partnership sa Negros. Yan yung alam ko. Pero ngayon ko may Rosel sa Negros.
Talagang, ito na nga kung excited kami kasi then we need to work na po sa supply chain. So yung investment po, if again, babalik ko lang kayo sa what we need again, aside from sa DOST and sa Saiten and sa marketing ng PA, issue ngayon sa shared services. Kasi we need to organize the farmers now into communities. Kasi we need to put up the drying stations. Kasi with the lab cannot handle all. Pagka, you have to look at this in a bigger scale now. So hindi na namin ma-contain it because then the orders are coming in. We have to really involve now, which is the mission to begin with of the company. But then, much as we're okay with the investment sa sarili namin, yung supply chain, which is negosyo ng farmers, kailangan tulungan ng government on that aspect.
DOST assistant.
Mukha namang DOST Sopat, maganda nga record. Papautang pa pala, di ko alam.
Siguro po kasi nagbayad kami. Kasi nagbayad kami sa pinutang kami.
Ako, I really think, of course, DA, bagaman sabi ko, I personally know, kumisan okay, kumisan hindi okay. Pero mukhang sabi ko nga, I think we should aim to have a dialogue also with DTI because right now they're supposed to be the one to promote, But dati kasi ang concept sa Pilipinas ng trade and industry hindi related to agriculture. Pero ngayon nare-realize nila na actually ang ating competitive advantage ay yung pagmaayos ang ating, especially organic. Pero parang is the last thing you think of pag organic. DA yan. Hindi. I think targeting natin ang DTI and also, I think even sa financing. Dati kasi wala sa radar nila yan. Das land bank support organic agriculture. Parang wala eh. I think ngayon, advantage after lahat naman working phase, mahabang hirap pangsakit. Siguro time na rin na tingnan natin where together kaya nating hindi lamang general advocacy kundi mas specific siguro negotiation live which government agency has resources na mapatulungan. In this case, hindi ito general. May mga specific value chains na produkto na dapat natin ma-push. Kasi mukhang yung early stages ng learning from trial, mukhang at least sa lamesa ito, mukhang kayo lahat
Pa-start na.
So, parang yung early happies ay maalaala mo kaya na lang.
Oo, plano mo yan.
Yun na. Next stage.
Kailangan pagtulak na po.
Actually, yung DTI ko, very supportive naman sila with coffee. Like, they always invite, bring their coffee. It's actually my aunt who's supposed to be sharing more about the training part because she is now exploring possibilities of exporting the coffee, which is organic also, by the way. But we have to work on the certification kasi may iba yung setup din sa Benguet Coffee Growers. And we discovered that it costs a lot to be certified. So parang if we weigh the pros and cons, parang we'd rather give the money to the coffee communities and then yun, to develop their farms right now. But yeah, in terms of support from DA, we felt that they've been active naman in always inviting and giving us free booths for international exhibitions. Like recently, I think it was the other month, my tita joined an exhibition in Japan. And there's a lot of interest also for organic coffee, specifically Philippine coffee. So it's actually good that they haven't stopped